Hi guys. So I feel like anyone might be watching this probably wasn't expecting to see my face again. If you're an original subscriber, if you're new, hi, hello. So it's been a really long time since I actually posted anything on here. I think the last time was around about October when I was planning on doing Halloween videos. And since then I have planned videos, I've even recorded some, and I've done a lot of looks. I was planning on doing a whole Halloween series, I was going to do a bunch of Christmas videos, but my mental health just took a dive, and especially in January I hit a super low point, and we ended up moving house, hence new background, and overexposed face because I'm next to a window. So a lot has changed since the last video. I have also changed. I have lost weight and changed my hair. But I thought I would try and get back into filming again, because whilst college was occupying my mind a lot, this is basically my last day. I've pretty much finished, other than the awards ceremony in a couple of days, which I'm not going to attend anyways. I'm pretty much done, and I thought it would be nice at least just to post a couple of videos and kind of get back into the channel or share some of what I've been doing online. So this is kind of going to be like a chatty makeup video. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see that I've already started to become active again on there. I just posted a black and yellow glam look that I did yesterday, so that's been posted this morning. I had actually already filmed like a video like this, and I'd filmed an intro and I was going to show you some of the looks that I've been working on, some of the pieces I've been doing while I've been away. But honestly, I just can't be bothered sharing that. It was just so much effort and so long trying to combine all those pieces into a slideshow, and it might be boring to watch. So what I've decided to do instead is I'm going to put in the description box the link to my online portfolio that I made for my university application, because all of the makeup I have done that I think is of value or is important or looks good is on that portfolio. So if you're interested in any pieces I've been doing since October, or if you're new to the channel and want to, instead of flicking back through videos, just see what it is that I do, then go to the description box. There should be a link at the top. Go flick through some of my pieces, have a look at them. Maybe they'll interest you, I don't know. Generally the idea of this video is just kind of have a chatty, short catch up and discuss the channel and some things. It'll probably just turn into a makeup look discussion when I run out of things to say, but hey ho. Also, if you are new here, subscribe. I might post again, you never know. It's me, I just disappear months at a time. But subscribe to the channel, like the video. I do glam and gore, but at the moment I probably should point out I'm focusing on glam. I've really had a mental drain when it comes to gore, and I was trying to bang out as many special effects and face paint pieces as I could before submitting my portfolio, and I really exhausted my creative side. So I've just been focusing on glam at the moment, so that's mostly what the channel will be, and that's what today's video is going to be. So I've waffled enough. I'm going to show you the products I'm using, or some of them, and then I'll get into the actual makeup and some other things to talk about. So there's not much to show in terms of other products because it's things that I use or wear all the time. At the minute I am using a lot of these MUA Pro Base products. I've just realised I'm missing my primer. Please excuse me whilst I let the light of the gods into my room. I've been using MUA Pro Base products a lot, so I have a primer, a oil stick and a foundation. The reason I have to use the primer and oil is because this foundation dries my skin out terribly, and it just doesn't look fantastic, so I kind of have to mix and match some products to try and add some moisture back into my skin before I can put the foundation on. And then the eyeshadow for today will be a green and blue, or mostly blue themed. This is an old one to the channel. This is a Reloaded Deep Dive palette. I actually let my girlfriend pick, my partner. She's picked my makeup in the past, like not for videos, but basically I just showed her my box of palettes with like the edge up so she couldn't see them, put numbers on them, and she picked, and she happened to pick this one, which is great because she actually likes this one. So it's going to be like a blue themed look. I will try and talk whilst I'm doing my makeup, but the likelihood is that I will just completely forget and just do makeup instead. I'd like to point out that I haven't actually planned what I'm doing today. I'm just going to go in with some colours. I have actually ordered another palette. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to have stopped. Oh, I'm using this MUA eyeshadow primer enhancing nude base. It doesn't really work very well, but better than nothing. I'm supposed to not be buying more makeup at the moment. I'm supposed to have stopped and be like using what I have. But I found this online lashes company called Daxie, I believe it is. Like Dachshund, their logo is a Dachshund. And I was trying to find some false lashes because I want to start adding false lashes to my looks. And they were one of the companies that came up. And their thing is that most of their lashes are £3, which is really cheap. So I was on their site and I was supposed to just be buying some lashes, the tweezers, and like the glue. And like maybe spoon or something. But as I was on their site and as I was looking, I noticed they have some other products. They have like brow pomades, they had lipsticks and brushes as well. So I kind of had a look and I decided that I'm going to put in a big order and then do like a review video on their shop. So I put in an order and I bought one set of lashes. I could have bought 3 or 4 for probably 5 actually for the amount of money I spent, but oh well. So I bought one set of lashes, which are kind of more natural because I don't want to go in super dramatic with my first set of lashes. And then I bought the lash kit, which comes with the tweezers and the glue and a spoolie. And then I've bought a palette which is quite similar to this, but it's blue, green and yellow. And it looks really, really nice and the colours look really vibrant. And then I've also bought another set of eye brushes and it comes with like a liner brush. So I'm going to do a whole video using their products for my eyes. I was going to buy a brow pomade, but I decided not to because I don't really do my brows anyways, so I didn't see much point. I've spent far too long priming my eyes because I get distracted, so I'm going to go in with some colour. Frankly, I haven't actually decided what. Nice, I think my brushes are actually still slightly damp because I just washed them, but hey ho, it'll be fine. So I'm just going to go in with this lighter blue here and pop that through my crease first. I have been getting more into really fancy glam, and I am getting better at it, but honestly I think the makeup you're going to see in this video is closer to the OG stuff of this channel, where it's very basic and poorly applied and doesn't really make much sense. Wow, I haven't used this palette in a while. I forgot how vibrant these colours are. I believe this palette was like £4. I've already forgotten that I'm supposed to be talking in this video. I'm going to blend that out quickly. So yeah, basically this video was supposed to be like a bit of a chatty catch up, but honestly I never actually planned before the video what I was going to talk about, so now I'm having a bit of a crisis trying to figure that out. I figured it might make sense to try and discuss like plans for what I'm hoping to do now that I'm coming back to the channel. Again, I haven't fully planned, but I kind of have a few video ideas in mind that I think would be kind of cool. I know that I want to do a lot of videos just focusing on like what I've been doing with glam at the moment, because obviously this channel was supposed to be for special effects, so it was very heavily focused on gore pieces. But I think it would be nice to kind of show you guys like what I can do and what I have been doing in glam, just because it's a little bit different and obviously not what I originally was going to do. So I want to try and do more glam related pieces and kind of show you guys that. Obviously I'm going to do the Daxie Beauty review when those products come, and then I want to try and do some makeup challenges, because when I first made my channel, what really got me into the idea of having a channel again and got me into the idea of documenting my makeup online was I wanted to do challenges and I wanted to do something fun, and then I kind of just stopped doing that. I just got interrupted and I've forgotten what I was saying. Yeah, so basically I did film some challenges on the channel. They're still around, so you can go flick through the channel and go watch those. But I never really did the full extent of what I wanted to do. So I think now that I've come back to it, and now that I'm really enjoying glam makeup again, I'm going to come back with more makeup challenges, and I'm going to do some of the ones that have kind of like expired, I want to say, in the makeup industry. well, the makeup world, ones that aren't really done as much anymore. Like the mixed up brushes challenge. I don't think I ever did that. I did mixed up makeup, but I don't think I ever did brushes. I want to do I know this is kind of like a girlfriend picks my makeup, but I want to do like a proper girlfriend picks my makeup. I don't have very many options at the minute from her to choose from, but I'll find a way to do that. And then obviously I'm hoping once lockdown ends to be able to see my girlfriend, so I might be able to do a girlfriend does my makeup, which will be really exciting. I also think it would be kind of cool to do like a randomly generated makeup video, so kind of like Google or something pick, which is a little different and slightly intimidating, but I feel like it'd be kind of cool challenge because I've seen a lot of people doing it, or like mixed up colours or something blindfolded. I don't know. I know this video is all over the place, but it's because I really struggle to apply makeup and talk if I'm not talking about the makeup. I did also want to mention the fact that though I have taken a break from the makeup side of things, or at least documenting it, I haven't actually completely taken a break from my creative side. I have actually launched an Etsy shop. I have a makeup Instagram account, which I can link below, and I have an Etsy shop. I will show you the products in a moment once I finish caking my face in expired products, but I have launched an Etsy shop, so I'm selling some art prints of some pieces that I have made myself, and then I'm also selling pin badges. I have a few pin badges left, and I'm going to be selling necklaces, so handmade mushroom necklaces that I've made. It's a bit of a variety of products. I'm kind of trying to find out, by posting and launching so many products, I'm kind of trying to see what the most popular ones are and which ones are going to be my most likely source of purchases, and then whichever does the best on the shop will be the one that I keep going for the longest. I haven't actually made any official sales. It says I have, but that would be because my brother and his girlfriend ordered some from me. But I have got a few people who have favorited the shop, which kind of means they've saved it for future reference, so hopefully I'll make a sale soon. So I'll link that in my description box as well if you're interested in an art print or a piece of jewellery. I've zoomed in a bit so you can kind of see the eyes a bit better. You can't really see, but I've put silver on, but you can't really see. This eyeshadow base is terrible. So yeah, this is kind of the product I've been making. So it's like a brown faux suede cord with a little thread at the end, so it's adjustable, and then it's just these little mushrooms made of clay and painted with acrylic paint and glossed. So if that was something that you might be interested in, if you ever found yourself deciding that you need a mushroom necklace for whatever reason, I'm selling them on my shop. I've already forgotten how much I'm selling them for, which is really helpful. But yeah, that's kind of something else I've been getting up to. Whilst I haven't had the motivation really to do much makeup related stuff at the moment, I haven't completely let my creative side die. I've just turned it to other means and other forms of creativity. I never knew I was into jewellery making, but the idea just popped into my head that, oh, it might be kind of a cute thing to do. And I know it's very much in the style of me and people that I follow on various social media, so I knew there was a niche for it, and when I kind of looked up some reference ideas and looked up some similar products on Etsy, which is where I'm selling, I could tell there was a niche and an interest in this kind of jewellery. So hopefully I do make some sales. There are some people who have favorited it, as I said, which means they've saved my products. They kind of liked my products, so I'm hoping that those same people might want to make a purchase at some point in the near future. I know that a lot of the reason, other than the fact that my store isn't very well advertised, a lot of reason that people won't be buying from small stores or jewellery, etc., is because obviously with everything that's going on, no one really has money to spare for things like that. I definitely didn't launch my store at a great time. I just knew that my store was supposed to launch early this year, because once I turned 18 I could be able to start my PayPal account. But it just so happened that this year also happens to be the year of a terrible sort of killer virus, and no one has money to spare. But either way, my store is launched, so if you'd like to go check it out, that would be really cool. I'm discovering that this eyeshadow base is really bad. You can't see it on camera because the light's on my face, but it is so poorly blended and patchy. No matter how much I blend, it doesn't do this with my other shades, with my other bases. This video is like completely backwards and forwards because I keep forgetting and then remembering things that I was going to say. But I've just remembered I was going to mention, I'm part of the challenges that I discussed. I think I'm going to try and do like a YouTube/Instagram chooses my makeup kind of video at some point. Obviously those kind of videos very heavily depend on having enough of a following to have people to respond. Like if I post something online saying, hey, help me pick my makeup, I need to actually have enough people following me to respond to that. So that might be an idea for the future. And obviously I've been meaning to do like Q&As and stuff for ages, but I don't have much of a following, so there's not really much point because there's nobody that wants to know anything about me. But I'm kind of hoping that if I can get this channel going again, and if I can get more people interested in my Instagram, then that might be an idea. I also still want at some point to try and collab with some other small YouTubers. I'm always willing to try and find other YouTubers, smaller size channels. So yeah, that's kind of an idea. I want to try and find some other small people who I can collab with, or maybe just like recreate some other small artists' looks. That might be an idea. But also, I can guarantee I'm going to have some new people on the channel after posting this. So if you're watching this and you've either seen some of my old videos, or even if you haven't and you have some video suggestions for me, I'd be very grateful if you could leave them in the comments, because I'm still not 100% sure of an exact plan of where the channel's going to go from now on, and I would very much appreciate some advice from other people, because obviously I can plan as many videos as I want, but if the actual audience I'm going for doesn't like the idea, there's not much point. I have to put this on my neck because it's not my colour. So yeah, leave some suggestions below if there's any kind of specific videos that you particularly like that you think would be cool if I did. Let me know in the comments and I will attempt to do those. I also briefly want to discuss university because I've mentioned it before, probably in past videos and on my Instagram. I think I've kind of mentioned it recently, but so if you didn't know, obviously with me having an interest in gore and special effects, I applied for a special effects makeup course in a university like 90 miles from here, and I applied for this 3-year course, which is 3 years working on special effects like prosthetics and movie makeup, things like that. And so I submitted my offer, my application. So I submitted my application, and then I kind of had to play the waiting game. And then when I got my offer, I got an offer for the foundation year, which basically means that it has it's a 4-year course, so it has an extra foundation year at the start. And when we've looked it up, this foundation year is like an art year. I think it's because when it comes to the planning of pieces in special effects, it's obviously quite artsy, and we don't know whether, I don't know whether that was a mistake that they put me on, like where they just kind of registered my name for that course, or whether it was done because I don't have an art GCSE and therefore don't have much art experience. Unfortunately, I don't know why I've been put on that course, because I did message them and kind of tried to ask them and be like, why am I on this course? And I've got no response, so I've had to accept my offer for the foundation year instead. So I have accepted my offer, but it's for a extra year for a course slightly different than my intention. So it might just mean that I'm going to be at university for 4 years instead of the 3 that I wanted to be there, but oh well. The other slight downer on the situation is I had a call right before filming this video from my college tutor, because I was waiting to hear what was happening with my final grade. Basically, we sit one big exam in March, and that contributes to like 40% of our grade or something. Why has that gone blue? It contributes to like 40% of our grade or something, and I've got a distinction, which is nearly the highest level you can get. Every year, every exam, mock and real, for the last 2 years. But I've just sat this one, got my grade back, and it turns out that I got a pass, which is the lowest you can get unless you fail. So it means that my grade is going to be lower. The only hope we're holding out for is that usually there would be a resit, but I can't resit because we're not there. So my tutor has like messaged, she's been speaking to the exam board, and the other hope is that because I'm unable to resit, they might be able to look at my past exam grades, see that I've got all distinctions and done really well, and potentially raise me to a merit instead. But because I'm doing the foundation course, it doesn't really matter, because I need way less UCAS points to get onto the course, and if you don't know, you get UCAS points from passing the year with certain grades. So because I'm potentially doing a foundation course, it means you need less points, which means you don't need as high a grade. So yeah, we're kind of waiting to see what Sitting Guild says regarding that, because I won't find out my final course grade until August. That's when the exam results come in. If you didn't know, if you're new to the channel, I was sitting an extended technical diploma in equine management. Basically, I was studying horses, and then I decided that horses was a hobby and not a career choice, and I have instead decided to go into makeup artistry for film and TV, which is kind of what this whole channel is about. But I have to wait until August to find out whether I pass the year with a merit, which is what we're hoping, or a distinction, which is what would be incredible. Yeah, I have to wait till August to find out what happened with it, which is quite nerve-wracking, but I'm going to try and fill that time. Hopefully lockdown will end at some point, or some point soon, so I'll be spending that time with other people, but some of that time will be filled with this channel, because whilst I have nothing else to do, it makes sense to post some makeup online. But yes, generally the idea was going to be that in September I would be attending university. Because of lockdown, and because of, even if the lockdown ends, there will still be restrictions in place and social distancing, I don't actually know when university is going to start. Whether it's going to start in September, whether it's going to start in October, November, whether they're going to try and start it online. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to move into university accommodation. There's a lot of factors going on, and it's become very complicated, which is a shame, because obviously starting university is like a massive part of your life at this age, or at least for somebody that's had the opportunity to go to college and apply for a university, this is a massive step in my life. So for it to be so uncertain, and especially for someone with multiple anxiety issues, it's quite stressful. But the way it's looking is it's kind of just going to be sit and wait and find out. So yeah, generally the idea is going to be to kind of sit and then hopefully start university if I get accepted, because they've provided me an offer but obviously I have to get my grade and then they have to check the grade and all of that. But if all of that works and all of that goes through, then hopefully I'll be able to start university at some point before the end of this year, basically. It is now much later, if you couldn't tell by the patchiness and worn downness of my makeup. Basically what happened was, as I was filming and finishing off that clip, my camera died. So I kind of just put it on charge and went around the rest of my day, started eating, talking to my girlfriend, and then the next thing I knew, it's like, oh, what time is it? It's 10 to 10 at night, and I never finished the video. So that's naturally a problem. So I've no idea what I said in the rest of the video, because I just know I was waffling to no end. So yeah, basically, if you're an old-timey to the channel and you've made it this far, hi, hello, well done. And if you're new to the channel and you made it this far, hi, hello, well done. Yeah, stick around, subscribe, I'm going to try to get into it. I'm going to order more makeup. What a surprise, because clearly don't have enough. But anyways, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, like it, all of that good stuff, and we'll be back to a normal makeup schedule soon, hopefully. Good evening.